Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to get into the heart of the class. I hope everybody's sort of kind of keeping up a little bit. So now that we've kind of got introduced to the class site itself and what we're doing, I'm going to show you how to use all the tech, the various tools that we're going to be using that my students all seem to like, particularly since we're asynchronous again and we can't meet with each other. So this is it's the best I can do given the situation. So. And the way to do that, the way I'm going to do it is to walk you through the introductory unit, which is right here, okay? So you can get to it right here too. I have links that have links. I also have allergies, so I apologize for the coughing. If it gets too bad, I will stop the video, go get some water, and start it again. But so far, so good. All right, so this is the introductory unit. This is just going to take the first 2 or 3 days. I'll start talking about Unit 1 and a video on Friday, the 8th, and to get us going on the first unit. But this is stuff to kind of get you used to the tech, to get to know each other, to play around a little bit. It's fun. It's important. It does count. Mostly, did you do it or not? So you know, it's if you look on when you look on the syllabus, you'll see the introductory unit is worth 5 points. And again, if you do these assignments, you'll get the points. Right? There's no qualitative judgment on these things. So this is to introduce this stuff. So assignment 1 is go to Padlet. Now Padlet is this really cool, weird thing that's kind of like a big graffiti wall, and I use it all the time. Synchronous classes, asynchronous classes. I haven't done it in person because I haven't been in person yet, but people really like this. I love this. The nice thing about Padlet, Go Padlet, is it is free. You do not have to join anything. I will always put the link here on the site, and you just go over there and you can do stuff. You join enough things, so it'll make this easy for everybody to join. So this is Padlet. It's like, again, it's like a great big graffiti wall. So I always put up here what I want you to do. And so this is the first one of the term. You can put your name in the title, write a sentence, or two, how you feel about writing, how you feel about taking this class, how you feel about online, anything you want to say, okay? This is just get to know each other a little bit. So let me show you how to do this. I got to move my head out of the way. See this big button down here at the bottom? You just click on that, and in the subject I'll put Jackie hates writing, whatever. So then I can type anything in here that I want to. I love having written, but hate writing. Which I think every writer, this is an old cliche in writer circles. It's just the way we do it. So now this is here comes the fun part. Now you can add a file from your computer somewhere if you want to upload things. You can take a picture of yourself with your computer camera if you want to. Link out to anything like a video or whatever you want to. Search for an image, and then this has got the list of all the things that you can do, right? Upload, audio record. You can audio record. Excuse me. You can add things like Spotify, YouTube, links, all this. GIFs are popular. I love it when people start putting GIFs in there. So if I'm going to add an image, the cool thing about this is you can search images. Like I want to say typing. So if I got people typing, okay, say I want to do a GIF of some sort. Yeah, okay. Okay. How about this one? We'll do this one with the doggy. Actually, I like Kermie. I'm always happy to do Kermie. So let's put Kermie in there. Ta-da! All right. So there's my thing. And then you just click on Publish. And there it is. Now I've also enabled, you can go back and edit it if you want to, right? Add more stuff. You can change the background of it to pink, which I freaking hate pink, but no. So that's why. You can add a when you see other people's things go up on the Padlet, and this will become more important later, but it's a cool thing to play with now. Comment. They won't know who it is because you don't have to sign in, so it can be anonymous, but be nice. Or you can put your name on there. Again, you need to put your name in the title, so I'll know who it is, and I give you credit for it. And then you can put your name in the comment or not. Okay, so that's the Padlet. Padlet's easy. All you got to do is go back and find the link in the class, and there it is. And this will fill in like a wall. So Padlets are fun. Again, have fun with this. Enjoy it. And respond to each other. All right. So that's the first assignment, is go to the Padlet and play with it. Second thing is to go to Perusall. And Perusall is where our readings are and where we're going to annotate. So let me show you Perusall. This is perusall.com. If I can get my computer to work. There we go. Now to get started on it, you click on the Get Started. It's not going to work for I mean, I'm already signed in. I'm already logged in, so it's not going to matter. But what happens when you click on the Get Started button is they'll have you fill out some stuff, right? And you can use any email. They want an email address. You can use any email address you want. It doesn't have to be city text. Nobody's going to see it. I'm not even sure I can get my hands on it, but I might, but probably not. So just use any email that you want. It will send you an access link, and once you get that link, you click on, it'll say, what do you want to do? And essentially, you'll want to join the class. And to join the class, all I have to do is go back over here. This is the class. Here it is. You'll use this course code to join the class. All right, so this is what you'll drop in that. I want to join a class. This is the class I want to join. You click on it, and it will send you over to this. Now, you're not going to see all of these because I use this all the time. So this is your class. All right, so here it is. It's pretty simple. Now, this is the instructor's view, so you probably don't see all of this stuff, but I want to show you. Most of it's here. Show you what it is. So it works on two things that are important. There's the library and then the assignments, and it'll come in on assignments. The library matters because one of the things that's going to happen is, it's not up here yet, but I'm going to make a folder that says video lectures. So all of these lectures are going to be in this folder. So if you want to go back and look at something that I said about any of the units or anything, any of this stuff, you can go back over, find this folder, click on the video, and ask me a question or comment on it, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. So this is your basic page, right? I'm going to start with the syllabus because this is the first one. This is the first assignment you have to do. I'll show you. Okay, so go to Perusall, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to annotate the syllabus. Look at the syllabus, which is here. Now to get there, if you have questions, you can text me on Slack, and I have invitations to Slack everywhere, so it's not that hard to sign up for it and to join and leave me a text. Right? But to get into this thing, you just click open, and there it is. This is the same thing that's on the website. Right? So as you go through here, now what do we mean by annotate? You probably annotated before. Annotation just means commenting on the text. Annotations are important for a couple of reasons. One thing is they make us slow down. If we know we're going to be annotating, it makes us slow down and pay more attention to what's being written. And the other thing that's important about annotations is it sort of gives you a chance to talk to the author, right? In this case, the author is me, so you can be asking me questions or commenting on something that I've written. And you can also talk to each other, so you can engage with each other about the thing that you're reading without, unfortunately, like I said, we're not in a class situation. So this is how we're going to talk about, how we'll discuss things. And the nice thing again about Perusall, if we're online, is, you can say anything you want. It's not anonymous, but it's quiet, So even people who don't say a lot really like Perusall because you get to say a lot and you don't have to worry about talking out loud to people. So say you want to, so how do you do an annotation, right? It's expository writing, and the word teams you'll be building on. You look inward and outward, okay? So you go in, so you highlight a little bit. Don't highlight a whole paragraph because it gets annoying and other people can't annotate it. But you'll see what happens is this window, if it's not already open, it will pop open, and then you can enter your comment and or question, like say, what? And that's simply it. Now, the nice thing about Perusall is you can add emojis, all kinds of emojis. Okay. You can add an image if you want to put an image in here. If something in what you're reading reminds you of something in your life or something that you know or something you've already got in your computer somewhere, you can insert an image in here, just like you inserted an image into the OpenLab post. You can also insert a link out to other places, like a YouTube, insert a video, like a YouTube video link, put that in there too. So you could, don't hit this one. So you can do all of this stuff in here. Add an emoji. Say what? I'm nice. I'm innocent. Whatever. And then when you submit, you either submit or you either hit enter or submit. Now you'll see this will pop up, and then the next thing that happens is you get there's a reply balloon will show up. Right. So as you're reading through here and you see something go, yeah, what if, as you're reading, all these things will show up. Okay. All these annotations, these highlights will show up. You can click on there and say, what is this person talking about? And it'll take you over there. And you can reply to it, right? So enter your comment. You can do things like ask a question. You can answer somebody else's question. Again, you can link out to other material. You can say, did I really understand this right? You know, that kind of stuff. And so you just put it in here. And sometimes these things can get, these conversations can get long, and then there's somebody up at the top that you specifically want to reply to, you just at them. Okay, if you click the at button, click at, there's nobody here but me, but a list of people who are have signed up for Perusall will drop down, and you can pick the one, and their name will show up in here, and they'll get a notification. Excuse me. Right, so it's really, really very simple. Now you can turn off this balloon that way, and to make the thing bigger if it's hard to read, which some of these are a little small, so you may want to do that. But then to make it come back, you just click on the conversations, right? There's a couple of things in here that you can also do. You can do, I've got it set to all comments. You can do the unread comments only or questions only, you know, or look for a specific person. But the easiest thing to do is just leave it on all comments and look here. Okay, and that's Perusall. That's it. So this is our syllabus. So everything's in here. So read this. This is grading breakdown and policies and that kind of thing. Typical syllabus stuff, which is a pain in the neck to read. Now to get back to the main part of the course, you just click back on Course Home. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Now this is also part of the introductory. I'll go back over here to the site. Just this thing go away. Okay, so that's the first thing. You do the syllabus. There's more here about what makes a good annotation. Asking a question, answering a question, you know, replying to each other. So that's part one, and that's assignment 1 is the Padlet. Assignment 2 is the Perusall to read the syllabus. And then the third assignment, there's actually 2 parts to it. You go back to Perusall, and you click on this assignment, Intro Activities for your first Open Lab post. Pretty simple. And I always have instructions all over the place too, right? So I'm going to open this. This is a video, and there are actually 3 parts to this assignment. There is this video. I'm going to close this out for a second. There's this video, and then there's this video, and then there's a transcript of the second video, right? And then you just previous part. All right. So this is the first video. And the nice thing about Perusall is you can annotate a video the same way you can annotate a text. So as you're cruising, these are short. Both of these are short. This is only 2.5 minutes. So as you I would suggest watching it all the way through first, and then if you see something that kind of jumps out at you and you want to go back and comment on it, just go on back over here, and you can scroll back over, and you just click on the spot where you want to make a comment, and then you add a comment. It does the same thing. It'll pop right over here. Add a comment. Okay? Same deal. And you can reply to people's comments. Same thing. All right? So it works just the same way as text does. Now, I'm not going to do anything on here. All right? So some of you may have seen this video or seen both of the videos in 1101. And that's fine. That's great. It may be that after a term already in college, this may speak to you, these 2 things may speak to you in ways that they didn't when you saw them the first time. So it's nice to kind of go back and look at these videos anyway. So that's that's the peruse all part of the assignment. Then the other part of the assignment, so that's, again, that's simple. It's just, don't forget to scroll down. And so the other part of the assignment is to create a post for OpenLab where you kind of comment on the things that you watched on the videos or and read if you read the transcript. And then introduce yourself, okay? So, excuse me. So let me show you how to create a post on OpenLab for those of you who don't know how to do it. Here's this should go to our course, there we go, our course page, our resources, class resources page, right? And this video, and then this is essentially a written version of the video, but I'm going to walk you through it, show you how to do it anyway, which is essentially what's on here. Yes, this is an avatar a student made of me, for me. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here to this one. So we're going to create a post on OpenLab that's responding to those two videos. So it's really pretty simple. It will show up here, but you do not have to worry about it. Okay? All you have to do is create the post, and I'll show you what happens here. So to do that, make sure you're logged in, or it won't work. This little circle with the plus sign in it. Add a post. I'm not sure how many of these other things you can see, but you add a post. Ta-da! Here's the dashboard. All right, so you've gone over to the dashboard. This is important. This will stop you from publishing your post until you do a final thing, which helps organize the post, and I'll show you more about that in just a second. But it's pretty simple how to do this. This is called a block editor because things are put together using these various blocks. So here's the title. So here's Jackie's, oops, back up, intro. Can't type this morning. And then as soon as you hit enter, it goes down to this next one, and it automatically becomes a paragraph. So I can start talking about, I can say whatever I want to. I'm a writer, used to be a writer, producer for network television until I ran screaming out of Hollywood. Now I teach first year writing and TV writing. Okay, and I live in Brooklyn with my old cat and my very large puppy. Yes, I have a puppy. She went from 10 pounds to 45 in 2 months. She's asleep someplace at the moment. I don't even know where she's gone to. But she's usually around. At least as long as she's not tearing up something, I'm happy. Okay, so you can just do this. So see what happens. All this stuff pops up. You can change things back and forth for a variety of things. You can highlight the text if you want, if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Clear. Right. So there's a variety of things you can do. Now I want to do the next important thing is to see how it whoops. It goes down to a new block. Now this is the block button. Okay, that's a block inserter. Now the thing about this is there's all kinds of stuff that it will let you put into your post. Right? You can put in you can do a list, a nice little list. You can put in headings. Now it will default to this heading, H2, which is the one that you'll see on everything I do. But you don't have to. If you decide no, I don't want this to be a heading, you can go up here and change it back to a paragraph or whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to leave it. So you can make headings. You can list. You can add a verse in poetry. It'll space it for you. These are the important ones, is images, adding pictures. More than one picture. Audio, this is for MP. It says it's a simple audio player, so it's like an MP3 that you can put in here. You can, if you want to add a file, if like Google Drive is not working for you and you need to upload something you've written, you can do it here. You can add a file, downloadable. This is media. It's got a picture and then it's got a space for text on the right-hand side. It's kind of wonky. I don't ever really use it. You can do things like making columns, and the only other thing really that people use, though, is you can add a YouTube video. You just get the YouTube link, and it'll embed the YouTube, which is what I'm doing with this thing. You can also add something from Spotify or SoundCloud or a Twitter thread, a tweet, a Vimeo, and a Moto, which is, animation was cool. Something from Reddit. There's all kinds of things you can put in here. Tumblr, please don't. Okay, whatever. Okay, so you can add anything you want to. So what I'm going to do here, and one of the things that I want you to do for this assignment is to add an image. Okay, so add an image, and I'm going to upload an image from my thing here. I've got Ruby pictures. These are old Ruby pictures. This is when she was small. But I'll put it up here anyway. Okay, so there's Ruby. Now here's, you can add a cat. Ruby at 10 tweets. Okay, so I gotta add that. I can make it. This is a very big picture, so I can make it smaller. But you know what? I think I want it in the middle somewhere. So do this, align center. There we go. Still kind of big. Maybe I want to add something else too. Let's see. And here's the cat. Here's my cross-eyed cat button. So I go back over to my add images. We'll find a picture of button. Where's my button picture? There he is. Again, very large picture. I don't want it this big, so I can make it smaller. Grab that thing and make it smaller. Very big. Smaller cat. Small cat. Say I want to do it right. There he goes. Yeah. Also center. Okay. So now I'm done. Button. There they are. Okay, so there they are. Now, I'm done. Finished. So there's my post. Now I want to publish it. I'm ready to go, right? So I want to publish. So I click on publish. It won't let me. What's stopping you is, see this red button? So you have to cancel that. Go over here to the settings wheel, which is up. Go to post. It should default to post, but sometimes it defaults to block. So just be sure it's on post. And then go down here to these categories. And this is introductions. You click on that. And now, magically, the red bar is disappeared. So now you can, in fact, publish it. Okay? And it will say view post. There we go. There's my intro. Now, if I haven't done my job right, so you'll get to watch me play here for just a second. I'm going to go over and add this to the menu because I forgot. And once I do that, watch me play. Save menu. Now, the other one thing I did want to show you and I forgot, so this gives me a chance to do it, is this button is a toggle actually. So you can toggle back and forth between the site and the dashboard. But now that I've toggled back here, now I have introductions. And there it is, right? Read more. So say you're on the announcements page and you want to see what other people have posted. You go over here, find the right category, click it. There it is. Read more. Now, this is one I wrote. This one's here's button again. This is way more about me. This is really more about my background and stuff like that. If you want to, there are other things you can do. If you want to edit your own thing, you can click on edit. Say I messed it up and I want to do something different. You can go back in and edit it, or you find a typo or something. Click on edit. You want to comment on somebody, you just click on comments, and then you can comment. Okay. Don't make him private. Try not to do that because it's just between you and me. But that's how you do blog posts. Right? So again, pretty simple. All you do is just one more time. You go over here, click on post. If my computer will behave. Add a title, type stuff. Use your block thing to add images and audio and whatever else you want to do. Before you publish, you have to choose. You choose a category, which I can't get to at the moment, but because I'm not set up to do it, but you find the right category, and then you click on Publish, and it will go to the right spot. And again, toggle, change, and there we are, right? So that's how you do the post. Let me go back over here. And this post, it's kind of like mine, you know, talk about a little bit about who you are, something, you know, you wouldn't know by looking at you, anything you want to say. And be sure to add an image, right, because images matter. So you've kind of talked about yourself in a couple different ways on this first, this intro unit. You've gone to the Padlet, start with the Padlet, and said how you feel about writing and about the class, right? So that's the first thing you've done. And then you've gone over to Peruse All, and, and you get to comment on the syllabus and the 2 videos that are here. Okay, so that's Peruse All. Back to class. And then, after you do that, then you create a lab, a post for Open Lab. All right, so that's it, and I'm going way longer than I intended to, but I think that's that. Again, if you need to get hold of me, leave me a text on Slack, and the links are freaking everywhere. Here's the main page, and or send me an email. Let me know what's going on if you're having, especially if you're having trouble, and let's get started. And I will see all of you online.